Are you serious?
There's plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Right now, you were killing some time with Marcus Bronzy. And we've been a little bit slippy on the shows recently. We've been creating some great content over for our YouTube channel. The website, howtokillanhour.com, is about to come out of a great overhaul. And there's been a lot that's been going on in the world. So I said I'll give Nick Bright a FaceTime, one of our regular presenters. So let's push the FaceTime button and see if he picks up. He could not just pick up. And that would just be embarrassing. Really. If I'm honest.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, Nick Bright? You were live on How to Kill an Hour.
Oh, please do not swear. Apart from we swear all the time on How to Kill an Hour. So, fuck that shit.
And it's not... yeah, shit cunt. And it's not even like we're live because we've just pre-recorded it and we'll press play later on and upload it. So it's not really live at all.
Oh, so you're basically just misleading the audience. What a liar.
I'm misleading you. Sorry, listener, for misleading you. I feel almost guilty, but if I'm honest, that's another lie. Don't really feel guilty at all.
This is like just the How to Kill an Hour lying special.
How to lie for an hour. How to just blatantly disrespect the listener. What else should I say? That's a lie.
We really, really prefer Androids over iPhones.
You know what? My what? You know, whenever it's it is new phone season, isn't it, Nick? It is new phone season.
It is new phone season out here, baby.
It's like in fashion they have like new seasons. And it's like, I know we have spring, is it spring, summer and autumn, winter, innit?
Yeah, like London Fashion Week's on at the minute and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but when it comes to phones, I know that September, October is where it pops off.
New phone season. Apple start getting gassed doing mad shit on stage.
Yeah, start showing mad new technology and expensive phones.
And then the face recognition doesn't work on stage and it's all a bit of a flop.
Did that so I was watching it live and he actually managed to blend it. Is it Tim Cook that was doing that when he did the face recognition? He went, yeah, that's not what. Anyway, let's carry on. And I was like, oh,
my guy just managed to smooth it.
Yeah. So you didn't watch the keynote live, did you? And
I just seen loads of people picking up on the fact that the face recognition didn't work.
Yeah. It was one thing that didn't work, but it was, I don't know. I feel like I like watching the keynote because they kind of set trend for how you present a brand new piece of technology, or in a lot of cases, technology that other people have had for a few years, but Apple are saying it's brand new and revolutionary. That's all I've been hearing in my WhatsApp group recently.
Yeah, Apple. That's what they like to do, though, isn't it? Like with what's it called? The wireless charging. You know. Been
about for a while. So Nick, I mean, I think it's new phone season. I'd like to talk about new phones and stuff a bit more. But firstly, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm all good, man. Same old. Nah, bro. We just keeping it moving out here, baby.
Damn, baby. You've been doing a little bit more TV work though, Nick. I'm starting to think of you as Nick. Is it Nick Bright TV first, radio secondary now?
No, not quite yet. Like, would be nice to get to them levels, but I've been doing bits and pieces. Done. I was a guest on the Premier League show, which is a BBC Two show. Yeah, it's all right, man. So it was me, Chris Sutton, and Gabby Logan, the main presenter. But the thing is, man, it's super quick. It's like, in between each VT, you've only got like a couple of minutes to chat and stuff. So it's like.
Why are you using all those complicated words like VT and stuff? Why can't you talk to us, the listener, how it is?
They say VT on Celebrity Juice, man. Everybody knows what VT means these days. Video tag. Man, Keith Lemon's been dropping that for ages, so it's calm.
Run the VT.
Yeah, run VT. Back to you in studio. But yeah, so basically it's pretty easy, man, because you just talk a little bit in between the the little pieces that they're showing in it. So nothing spectacular. But I've been doing that. What's I've been doing? I do a new thing for NFL now because I'm obviously, when people think NFL, they think Nick Bright from BBC Radio 1 Extra. So basically I do this. There's a thing called the NFL Challenge. It's basically like fantasy football that we do over here. You pick your team and all that stuff. It's basically the same as that, but you pick like a quarterback, a running back, and the wide receiver. They're the only players that you pick. And then the other 4 things that you pick is passing offense team, rushing offense team, defense team, and special kickers team. So it's pretty easy. They're keeping it simple to introduce it to a new audience. And I do the kind of weekly, I pick my team of the week kind of thing. And like with OC and Jason, who are the two, they're like the 2 NFL show presenter pundits. If you watch the NFL show on BBC Telly, you'll see them in it. So like, I kind of go through my team with them, and they either slew me or agree with me on my selections.
Okay, have you been getting slewed recently?
Well, we only done one. We did the first one on Monday last week. So like Jason did it with me on that Monday. It's available to watch now on NFL.co.uk. And yeah, basically he agreed with most of my selections. He said that I had a solid selection. So, you know, I said, man's a DJ out here. I had a solid selection for years, bruv. But I didn't really say that. But like the selection was decent. But like we're resting it for the next couple of weeks because even though we've only done one, because the London games are this. Right. So this coming weekend is the first of 4 London games. So there's going to be one, and there's 2 games each weekend, isn't it? So it's like Saturday and Sunday, and then the following Saturday and Sunday. So they're basically just very busy preparing stuff for that. But then after that, we're going to bring it back.
Right. Do you know, I feel like last time you were on the show, you were talking about picking your NFL team. But now, Nick Bright's there presenting about NFL.
I know.
You and your agent are putting in the work.
Man moves fast out here. Get me, fam. Man moves fast. No hanging about.
Nick will be like, I was looking up at the moon the other day, and the next time I speak to him, he'll be like, Nick Bright, live FaceTime
we're doing
Mars.
It from the moon. Yeah,
from the moon.
How to Kill an Hour, moon special.
Standard. So a lot of NFL stuff. I mean, are you getting into that as a sport now? Is it like what makes it unique apart from obviously they wear a lot of padding and smash each other up?
It's just like, you know what it is with NFL that I like so much is in comparison to any sport that we do in the UK, like, and NFL is like, it really is like a show. It's like entertaining from start to finish. Like, you know, like sports punditry in the UK is like super boring, man. Like, if you watch any, even if it's a big game, if you watch Arsenal against Chelsea or Manchester United against Manchester City or Liverpool against Tottenham, these are all big games, but like the pundits are always just the same. Like, 3 geezers in a suit, just like, what they need to do is they need to like up the tempo and blah, blah, blah. It's just very boring. Whereas like NFL is like, because we've got OC and Jason who do the NFL show as well. Like, even on that, they're American, or they're American guys, obviously. And even on that, it's like, they're very kind of passionate and they're joking around. They're super funny. And like the actual sport itself, because obviously it's in America, the whole thing is a show, man. It's like, the celebrations, and it's all embraced. Whereas like, I feel like a lot of the time over here, if people like celebrate too hard or, like show any kind of like joy at anything, people are like, what dickhead? Why is he doing that? It's like, you should be allowed to like be happy. And like they really celebrate that in the NFL. Plus, like when they come to London, man, they shut down Regent Street. They do like a big like parade day street which is free to go to, I believe, as well. So if you're in London this coming weekend or the weekend after, Regent Street's going to be closed down, and there's going to be basically an NFL party happening on Regent Street, and they do stuff like that all the time. So it's very sick. So they basically take it to the next level. Yeah, really. Well, they're obviously trying to grow it massively in their other territories. Obviously in North America, it's the number 1 sport. It's so big, in fact, that the number 2 sport in North America is college football. It's like, so that's the number 2 sport. So the number 1 sport, NFL, number 2, college football. Can you imagine when you were, uni or college? I mean, I didn't play in any of the sports teams, but like if you did, they get like their college teams, like UCLA, the big ones, teams like that. They get the same numbers that like Premier League teams get here going to their games. They get like 40,000 people watching them.
Really?
Yeah. College teams. Can you imagine that? 40,000 people when you're at college. You ain't getting paid. You're just doing it because you're at college. 40,000 people watching you, screaming for you to do shit. That's mad.
So you're literally doing stuff like for fun. Well, you're doing it because you know you want to be successful and get a career, but you've got 40,000 fans. They must be getting some great after game poontang though.
Yeah, trust me.
My
get
days.
Me. And that's not even just the cheerleaders, bro.
Boy!
That's from the groupies.
Boy, I don't know about your school, but I had nothing like a cheerleader crew in my school. There's a couple things, yeah. There wasn't enough for like a crew.
Damn, I went to an all-boys school, so there weren't no cheerleaders in my school.
What's the male equivalent of cheerleaders? They've got male cheerleaders, haven't they?
But the male cheerleaders are normally the ones that like are lifting the girls up in it, like throwing
donkey
them up
work.
In the air and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they do the donkey work.
Yeah, they do the heavy lifting and shit. You know what I mean? Normally, obviously, you know, I don't like to discriminate against anybody, and if the man wants to be the one that gets thrown up in the air by a butch lady, then that is completely fine by me.
I'm going to put it out there to the internet. I would love to find a woman out there that could pick me up and throw me in the air with ease.
I reckon there's plenty. There's like the fucking Olympic weightlifters. They'll be able to do that, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, man. They're Olympic weightlifters. They'll be able to pick you up. Light work.
I'm a heavy boy, you know. I'm like 220 pounds.
Light work. They'll pick you up like fucking nothing, mate. They'll clean and jerk you. Whoa, pause.
If anyone wants to clean and jerk me out there, it's clean and jerk at houndtokillanhour.com. Come find me. Because you're hanging around the NFL. We'll move on from the NFL in a sec. Because you're hanging around the NFL lot now. Are you banging heavier weights in the gym now? Because they're a big lot. All of them. Most of them.
Like, yeah, most of them are big. Like, depends what position you play. But, you know, most of them are pretty big. But, no, not really. You know, that's my USP. Hanging around these guys with the lanky streak of piss that I am, I just step in. Do you know what I mean? Just looking the same. They're like,
oh, it's me again.
Who the hell is this British skinny ass motherfucker just stepping in here? I'm like, and what?
Repping.
That's what I mean. I'm not fake, bruv. You get me? Plus, it's not in my genetics, man. I'm like, my granddad's from Ghana. You know what I mean? I got African in me, man. If anything, I'm like, I got like the skinny gene, bruv.
You're a slim ting.
Yeah, that's
Nicky
what I mean.
Slim ting.
Trust me, like I'm never gonna be wedge out here. And like you, Marcus, I saw your Facebook profile picture the other day got updated to you pulling some muscle man pose.
Do you know what I did, Nick? Yeah, I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you. How to Kill an Hour lot and you, Nick. Yeah. Do you know what I did? You know what? Did I tell you I did a photo shoot last year because I did a new website?
I think I remember.
I was smashing the gym.
Yeah.
Mashing up the gym. And I said at the time, and I've said it to Ace before on early episodes of this podcast, when I get the photo shoot done where I'm in shape, I'm going to take thousands of photos and spread them out over years. Yeah. Now, I've managed in the last year, Nick, I've put other portfolio pictures up. In terms of like hench top pictures of me looking like boom with no top on, I've put one picture up. And that same picture, I just reposted to Facebook to see what happened. And everyone fucking forgot. And everyone, oh my gosh, Mark, the same people that commented last year were going, Marcus, you look well done. You looking great, Marcus.
Boy, I had bare likes, man. That's all I know. Bare females liking the ting.
I had bare, hey, big heads. Hey, stranger. Hey, long time no see. And I was just sitting there at home eating Krispy Kreme donuts with my belly hanging over my jeans saying, you know what? Isn't the internet a wonderful thing?
You just photoshopped your body on someone else, yeah? Is it like that?
I just posted the same picture that I had last year up, and just thought, yeah, let's go with that, man. Standard, and it worked. It worked. So yeah, new phone season, Nick. There's been a lot going on about phones, and I'll be honest with you, Google, they make the Pixel phone. That's their phone.
The Google Pixel.
They gave me a shout and they gave me the current Pixel phone, even though the new Pixel's about to come out. They wanted me to have a go on the original Pixel phone. What
did you reckon?
At first, I was like, why are you giving me the old phone?
You're like, fam, I want a new one.
I want the new thing. And then I guess what they were trying to do is I think they're kind of trying to show how good their phone is before they even release the new one, I guess. Right. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest, I'm reluctant to change my ways. I'm an iOS user, an iPhone user, I'm a Mac user. And I've been trying other things over this year. So I've had to go on like Microsoft Surface Pro, which was like, it's a laptop stroke tablet, which I've been dabbling with. I've been getting in on Windows. I've tried the new BlackBerry, which wasn't a very good experience in the Android world. So I was very tentative when this Pixel landed on the desk, with a big chunk of data actually.
Okay,
gave man some free data.
That's what you need if you're going to be using it to its maximum capacity.
You know, a man wanted to flex his muscles, you know, with his data. Actually, I've got quite a lot of data on my regular phone. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, they popped this over to me, and I was just like, all right, cool. Let's see how it kind of fares. Do you know what I mean? And the first thing I got to say, bruv, is the fucking camera's dope, man.
What, the quality of it?
Yeah, you know how there's that, like, in the WhatsApp group, everyone always cusses Snapchat's camera with Android. Yeah. Now, I'm not trying to say that's good, but like when you're taking normal photos on this Pixel phone, bruv, I'm not gonna lie, the pictures look dope. Like, and it's got that what do you call it? Portrait mode. Do you know the portrait mode that 7 Plus has?
Yeah. Well, they're talking about that in iOS 11, aren't they? It comes as a standard or something, or on the new iPhone 8 and iPhone X.
Yeah, because I used to think you needed like a special camera, but with this, it does it all in the software. It's got the same kind of looking camera as an iPhone, like one camera thing. You point it at something, take a picture, and you move the camera up a little bit, and then it does all the maths and blurs the background.
Android in their Galaxy series, I can't remember how long they've had it for, but I know somebody that's got a Galaxy. I think they had a S7 and a S7 Edge, and on that they've got like you can edit the pictures before you even take the picture. Like you can put it onto your face and then start like messing with like
son.
Start messing with the size of your eyes and messing with the size of like your lips and stuff. It's crazy.
You know where that's gonna pop up, Nick, innit?
Even more, you know what I mean?
Bruv, Brez are getting absolutely catfish now with all of that sort of hype.
Advertising. I should be reporting these people to trading standards. I should be.
It's not going to be long until somebody does some time for it or somebody gets sued. Somebody gets sued.
Madness, especially in this Tinder world that we're living in. This Tinder
fraud.
You know what I mean?
It's fraud. It's fraud, bruv.
Oh, super like. I'm wasting my super likes on girls that look like fucking they got 2 piss holes in the snow for eyes in real life. But then when you see them on Tinder, you're like, oh my gosh. See painting, you get me?
Big old, all right. So it's fraud. I reckon you should do a fraud charge. Fraud charge if you make somebody waste a super like.
Can you imagine?
Yeah? It's wasting time, and time is money. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
Super likes of money.
Yeah, man. Liberty. Anyway, a bit more about this camera. So the camera's cool. I really liked it. And you know, with the phone, you don't have the fingerprint sensor on the front. It's on the back.
Yeah. So
that's odd, but I liked it.
But that's like on the new Samsung, I think it's the same. Samsung Galaxy S8. It's on the back.
Yeah. So yeah. It was cool. What else was cool about it? Camera. The battery is pretty good, and because I did actually put my SIM in it, so I like to do that because otherwise it's not a fair battery test. Battery's pretty cool. Feel like I get a day out of it, and the thing without having to run to charge.
With doing battery tests for me though, the thing is obviously your battery naturally degrades,
deteriorates.
Yeah, exactly.
This is true.
Throughout the amount of time you use it. So
this is true.
When you've got a phone, like you're always like, oh, the battery on this is so shit, man. I can't wait to get a new phone. And then you get a new phone, you're like, oh my god, the battery's sick on this compared to my old one. But then it always ends up going like the one that you had before anyway.
Yeah, I think for people like us that are super phone users, I think we are never gonna have enough battery, bro.
Nah. I'm
never going to have enough battery. Even when I roll with a charge pack, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe unless there's 240 volts near me.
But you know, I'm also one of these people, like, you know, these battery cases you can get, whether it's a Mophie one or whether it's the Apple standard one or whatever brand it is. I just don't like it. They're too chunky. Even the Apple one, like it's got that weird bit on the back. Like someone needs to invent the tech where it's like it can actually fit in a just normal sized case.
Yeah, I feel like we need to catch up. It's a bit like the internet though. I feel like as soon as we get in more power, there's going to be something more powerful in the phone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it's going to be like. They'll invent something like 7G and it just uses 3 times as much power. And there you are with a big ass battery in your phone again. I'm
out here just waiting for a contact lens that you put in your eye.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Just bang a little contact lens in there and you
ready
just
for that.
See everything.
Contact lens and an earbud. Just one little bud that sits in your ear.
Trust
in there
me,
permanently.
We can all be James Bond. That's what it'll be.
Permanently. Bro. Exactly. A couple more things about this then. So the 4K, you get 4K filming with your iPhone with the Pixel, and what that is like all right. It's great quality, 4K. Other phones have it, but it's got this thing like stabilization in it as well, where it like stabilizes your videos, so no more shaky videos. That's cool. I like that, yeah, because we started filming YouTube content, and I ain't gonna front, Nick. Some of the YouTube content that we're putting up there is just filmed with smartphones. Yeah. And a 4K smartphone gets some all right stuff. Like when we went to Brussels, half of that was shot on an iPhone, and it looked all right. Do you know what I mean?
That's the future now, though, isn't it? It's like you're not having to lug around like big, camera kit and stuff.
Exactly. But hear the killer, Nick. This is the killer. This is the killer thing that Google have done with this phone that did gas me. And this might be something that I think this could be it, Nick. Watch this space.
You're building this up a lot.
It comes with unlimited Google image storage, bruv.
Unlimited Google image storage.
So say you've got cloud storage, yeah, for Google that you get with like a regular Gmail account's 15 gig, yeah?
Yeah.
If you get 15 gig of emails, it runs out. You have to pay for more.
Yeah.
If you sign in with your Google account and you've used, and you say you got 15 gig free and you do 15 gig worth of filming or taking pictures, your Google account stays the same. It doesn't count towards it. So if you take a photograph and it uploads it into the cloud full quality, Google does not take that off your allowance.
Oh, that's amazing. Because
so that means go on.
Well, just one of the problems that like a lot of iOS users face is obviously when your phone starts all that shit of you need to like it can't back it up. Do you know what I mean? When it says your iCloud is full, your phone hasn't been backed up for months or whatever, and it's like you're looking at it like, how the fuck is my iCloud full? I'm a firm believer. Obviously, Google are leading the way in this now with what you're saying, but I'm a firm believer in that if you buy a 128 gig phone or whatever size your phone is, that's how much storage you should get in the cloud. It shouldn't be. It should just be 100%. Like it can work out how big your phone is, so at least then you can do a full backup of your phone. No drama.
I agree. And like, it's just you want the extra peace of mind because we're walking around with some pricey bits of phone, but not only are the phones expensive, it's the flipping stuff that's in there. Like you've got so much stuff. You got pictures, you got emails, you got information. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's only going to get worse as well because your phone is now becoming more and more like, for example, my flatmate. A lot of the time he doesn't go out with a wallet anymore. He goes out with his phone, and then he might take a card in the back of his phone just for like in the case. He might put a card in the back of his phone case for insurance purposes, in case there's an emergency. But he just uses Apple Pay for everything now because unless he knows he's going out and he's going to spend a lot of money on something where you can't use Apple Pay. He uses that because you can just, tap it and then bang, can take the two.
That's how he gets down.
Yeah, he doesn't take a wallet anyway. Obviously, I've got to take a wallet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I can live like that. It's got to keep a little bit of real old school bit of paper on me, man.
That's what I was saying, bruv. Like, I was talking to my dad about this as well, obviously different generation. But my dad was saying, like, and I think it's quite a working class thing. Like, he likes having physical cash. Like on him, like he likes having the cash, but me, I find myself more and more leaning towards like never having actual money on me because like when I got money, it's like a big pain because then like if you like break a note, you got coins and then like I ain't got a coin slot in my wallet, so it's like where did the coins go? It's a big like drama. But we've been saying this for years. The danger is with kind of digital money, as I like to call it, is you don't really know how much you're spending in it. You notice that?
Yeah, you could go out, have a bit of fun, just, spend, swipe. And, there's a rapper called Sway who years ago had a tune called Follow in Fashion, and he spoke about just swiping his cards. And more and more, I'm seeing people go out to the club, battering their cards, and the next day you see, like, you hear in the group, oh man, I just looked at the receipts from last night. I spent way too much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now it's getting easier and easier. It's not going to be too long till people have the NFC chips in their finger or whatever. Go out for a few drinks. Boy, boop. Yeah, I love that. Boop. I love that. Bottle of champagne. Boop, boop.
That's pretty much what it's like now, though, man. Because you go out and you don't have. Say like before, you might. I mean, I don't know what people's budgets are, but let's just say, for example, you drew out 100 quid for a night out or something. You might draw out 100 quid. When 100 quid is done, you're like, okay, I'm done. Now it's just like. Parties never end. Blip, blip, what more drink? Blip. Like before you know it, you look, you spent like £300 on one night out, especially if you live in London. Fucking hell, let's not front. Or if there's anyone listening in cities like New York or LA or Paris, like these places ain't cheap.
Listen, that's a little bit of the table. That's a little bit of the table money. 300, you know what I mean?
Ridiculous,
crazy. Bro. It's crazy. So yeah, man. It's interesting to see what direction that goes in. But yeah, that's the Pixel, man. I enjoyed it. It's a fun bit of phone, and it's that Google, it's that unlimited upload though, Nick. It got me. It got you. Did that interest you when you heard that?
It is very interesting, but the killer question for me is, you obviously like the phone, but is it something that you would consider ditching an iPhone for, or do you think it's up there with the iPhone or the Samsung in terms of market leaders?
Do you know what made it work for me? Was it's the first phone that I've got my hands on where the software and the hardware have been created by the same people,
right? Since
going to iOS. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So that was a very good feeling, because I've had Android before and I didn't enjoy it. This phone, they've tweaked it so that it's made for it. So everything designed in the software is physically made for the phone, or the phone's physically made for it. And it's the first time that I've ever experienced it. So for me, it's new phone season. So, I'm going to be honest, things could change right now. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, I feel like I'd have to make a big jump to swap everything over. But at the moment, half of the stuff I do is googly, and half the stuff I do is iOS with a little bit of other stuff in between. Do you know what I mean? So, who knows? Maybe someone could come along with some hybrid, a pair phone, a pair
instead of an Apple.
A pair. What would be in between an Android Apple? That would be nuts. But who knows? But yeah, no, I really like the phone. I really enjoy it. In fact, Nick, we're going to give one away. If you look at the How to Kill an Hour Twitter, we're going to give one away with a case, so people can enjoy that and get their hands on it if they want to sample a bit of that. I think they have to go to howtokillanhour.com/win and get your hands on that potentially.
Bang! Look at that.
Bang! Boom one. But let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Go on.
The X.
Or the 10. I don't know what's the deal with this. Let's clear this up right now, because I'm saying iPhone X, but then people are saying to me it's 10, but I don't like the sound of iPhone 10 because I don't know, it just sounds weird when you ain't had an iPhone 9. You know what I mean?
You're meant to say 10, yeah, but I just feel like X sounds more
it sounds
more legendary, innit?
Yeah, they want to make out, right? They're saying, the iPhone 10, we're releasing this because it's the 10-year anniversary, blah, 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 blah. Blah. So, cool, it's the 10-year anniversary. But when you say iPhone X, that sounds futuristic. That sounds like something Robocop will pull out of his pocket, if he's got pockets. I don't really know, but you know what I mean? Sounds like something futuristic. So I think iPhone X is where it's at. But just for the purpose of Apple, potentially never giving us a free one because they're really tight with free stuff, we will call it the iPhone 10.
Yeah. No, I'm going to call it X. Fuck it. I'm calling it X.
Fuck Apple. These guys are going to give me free shit.
I'm going to call it X. And when it, when one arrives on the table in the How to Kill an Hour office, when 4 arrive for all of the presenters on the table, I go 4X. Yes. But to be fair, I watched the keynote, and I feel like I've never seen so much hateration on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram for technology, bruv.
Really?
People were just, people, as soon as they dropped the price, I saw so many jokes about livers being sold and freaking remortgaging their houses to get an iPhone. But then I was thinking about the cost of an iPhone, and I was thinking, how long do you keep your phone on you for? It's on you. Well, I don't know. How long is your phone on your person every day, Nick?
It's pretty much relentlessly from the moment I wake up. It's mad because I've spoke about this before. My phone is in my bed when I sleep. You know what I mean? It's because my charger's next to my bed, and I use my phone as my alarm. And on the side of the bed that the charger is, I don't have a bedside table. There's a bedside table on the other side. Just giving you the geography of my bedroom right now, but
kind of man don't know your bedroom anyway, bruv. I know your bedroom, bruv.
that sounds a bit suspect, but hey, whatever, it's cool.
Yeah, let's put it out there, innit? X, what?
It's cool. So yeah, so basically, it's in the bed with me. So I get up. Maybe the only time that I don't really have the phone with me is if I'm in the shower. Every other time, the phone is with me all the time. So it's like, I get what you're saying.
Is there any other tech that you would say you have around you that much? Maybe the watch?
Like, yes and no. Like, sometimes when I get home, I take the watch off because it's just irritating having something on my wrist when I'm just like chilling at home, innit?
Okay, so when you look at that and you kind of divide the amount of time that you keep it on your person by the price, everything else is kind of overpriced when you look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? Something that you use all the time, and I'm going to presume that you use it to pay for stuff, like maybe a cab, or you could use it to pay for stuff like drinks. You use it to organize your life. You use it to obviously make phone calls, send emails. Like, I feel like with my phone, I could pretty much do anything. I could book a flight. I could get to Australia with my phone and a charger. Whereas, like, what's something else that would be a costly thing? A car that you could also spend $1,000 on. That wouldn't give you anything compared to what your phone could get you.
No, not all. You know, like the way we, like I said earlier, the way our phones are becoming kind of more integrated into our lives. But like back in the day, you know, in the 80s when mobile phones first came out, it was like you had a mobile phone if you wanted to make calls on the move. That was it. Now it's like you got a mobile phone for like everything and anything. It's like they're slowly starting to replace what we can do on laptops and you know, desktop PCs and stuff as well. Obviously not completely, but more and more they're taking more and more of that.
Not too far off, G. I feel like we're not too far off. I feel like we are not. I feel like we're a few years away from it, unless like there's some next kind of jump in sort of the quality of media, and phones can't catch up with it. I feel like we are so close to just rolling with like universal screens everywhere, so everyone just plugs their phone into a screen and works from it.
Yeah,
I feel like we're almost there, bruv. It's crazy.
The thing is, I feel like that would be a really good thing because, you know, well, it depends on how you view this. You know, it could be a good thing because you can always take your work. Your work becomes very portable, but then at the same time, like people will be going, but then where does the separation between, you know, being at the office and being at home? Because, you know, back in the day, even like I'm talking now before emails, I'm talking like back in the day now.
Way back.
Yeah. It's like you would go to work and it's like all your shit was on paper, files or whatever. I don't know, because I was obviously weren't around, man, as young out here, you get me? But like people would go to work and it's like they do your work like using the filing cabinets and all the rest of it, and then you go home and when you're at home, your time at home is your own time, innit? Whereas now, even with the introduction of email, like people can't help themselves but like look at their work emails and shit when they're at home.
Exactly. And it's that like scroll, that phantom scroll hand. Like I told you, when I do my little detox when I go on holiday, I'll log out of everything and I'll be sitting there watching TV or a sunset or doing whatever, and then I'll look down and I'm looking at the login screen. To email or Twitter. It's mad.
It's like a trick. It's like you got to think of it like smoking. Yeah, a lot of people who smoke do it through habit and do it through boredom. So like they'll get off the bus or they'll come out of the train station, they'll come out of the tube station, and they'll immediately, if you stand outside the tube station, you'll see it. They'll immediately draw for a cigarette the second they come out of the tube station because it's just habit. It's just what they do. And it's the same thing's happening with phones now. You know, I know they've got Wi-Fi on the underground now, so it's not really helping us. But like, if you look, a lot of people, they walk out the tube station, they'll already have their phone in their hand because it's like, I haven't had reception for this amount of time. Shit, I need to get my phone. Or when a plane lands, if you go on holiday, let's talk about when you come back from holiday, because when you go, it's a bit weird. Some people have data that they can use abroad, some people don't. But like when you come back to England, the second the fucking wheels hit the tarmac of the runway, people are drawing for their phones. Like, you know,
mad. It's true. But you know, there's positive sides to it as well. I suppose there's just like the whole interconnectivity. I like the fact that my Nigerian dad can still enjoy shouting at the phone like he needs to shout that loud for them to hear it in Nigeria over WhatsApp instead of doing it on a regular phone. But you know, so yeah, I guess yeah, you know what I mean? We talk about it, Nick, but I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like it's just going to happen, and we're in an interesting position where we were young enough to be young and kids with no social media, but also be like teenagers when there was this whole social media thing blow up, and it's kind of been designed before us.
Yeah, we were the last generation, like, and I'm not saying that like we've got some legacy, but we were the last generation.
We're bad boys. Shut up, man. If you're not part of our generation, shut up, man.
When I grew up, it's like I can remember getting our first PC in the yard. Like we didn't have a PC in the yard. Like, I can remember getting the first one, and it was like, oh my god, MSN. Like, you know. You remember that? Like, that was sick. And then like a little painting might be online and you're trying to get her attention, so you'll log out and log back in, so it comes up at the bottom of the screen like, come on babes, chat to man, talk to me darling, in the words of Giggs.
So we've experienced it. So what me and Nick are basically saying is trust us. Trust us when we talk about the rise of tech. We're not haters because we're young enough to understand, but we're old enough to remember. Just remember that. But the iPhone X, Nick, the facial recognition was one of the hyped up things, and we said it didn't work properly at the keynote speech, but I hope they get the kinks out in a couple of months. They've still got a couple of months. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't ready yet. I would not be surprised if it wasn't fully ready yet and they had loads of work to do on the software and maybe a bit of work on the hardware, because they're saying they ain't going to ship that shit until like end of November. Yeah. But what were your thoughts on sort of the look of the phone and the features that they kind of threw at you?
I've got to say, in terms of the look of the phone, I think it's real nice. I think it looks clean. Like, I'm looking at that thinking, and I think Apple are the masters of this, and I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm not quite sure, but like when the new shit comes out, they got you clucking like a crackhead. You want that shit. You're looking at it like, damn, man, I want that. It makes your old one look shit. Even when the difference ain't that much. Like, I'm looking at the iPhone 8 now going, I don't want that shit. I want the X. iPhone 8. Fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at the iPhone X now, iPhone 10 going, that's what I need. I need that shit. But I'm also looking at it going, even though a flight to America will cost me the money that I would save by buying the phone in America, I still want to buy it in America because I don't want to pay £999 for it over here. I want to pay $999 because that's the bullshit about it, man. I don't know what Apple like. Why the fuck are we paying 999 quid when quid? I mean, it is quite tenuous at the moment because of fucking Brexit, but quids are still worth more than dollars. Why are we paying 999 quid and then they're paying $999? What's up with it? Why are we getting shafted, bruv? Like, we're already getting shafted with fucking having Theresa May as the Prime Minister. Like, now we got to pay fucking more money for the iPhone.
Bruv. I feel like back in the day, you could do a move where I think I had a mate that bought an iMac by going to America, whatever the laptops, the first Mac laptops, maybe it was a MacBook Pro or a Mac Pro. He bought one over there and brought it home cheaper. And I think you still can do that, but you need to do a move. I don't think you can do it legitimately. I don't think it's a legitimate move. Like, I think you need to, if they catch you, you need to pay to bring it into the country.
What, the Apple?
Yeah, if you go over there, I reckon if you buy an iPod, it's cool. But if you get caught buying like 15 laptops,
oh yeah. If you're buying loads of them, because I'm going to say that the phone I'm talking to you right now on, I bought in Miami. This phone,
sick.
This phone came from Miami. This iPhone 7, because I was there this time last year when the iPhone 7 came out. I got it on the day it came out. It was mad though, because there's 3 Apple stores in Miami, right? There's the one on South Beach. So I went there in the morning. iPhone came out. Went there in the morning. The queue, bruv. The queue. I'm not even joking. You couldn't get in the shop. The queue was like out of the shop, spiraling. Like, it was like being at Alton Towers. Fucking like being at Disneyland. It was like one of those spiraling queues. Yeah. I'm not even joking. And you know how hot it was, bro. There was people queuing up. Like, I was like, I can't stand out. If I stand out here, I'm going to fucking collapse. So then I went on to my phone, saw that there was another Apple store, like a little drive away in a mall. So I'm like, I'm going to go to this one because it's indoors. So even if I have to queue, it's like, ain't going to be hot. It's got air conditioning. So I went to the one that was in the mall, spoke to the Apple dude, and he went, I said, I want the black one, blah, 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 bang, bang, bang. And he went, yep, we can do that. Come back. Obviously in his American accent. He's like, yeah, we can do that.
Certainly, sir.
Come back at 5:30 and it's yours. Bang. And that was it. I came back at 5:30. I didn't have to queue. I went and got some food. Did some other shit. Came back at 5:30. He had the phone in his hand. Bang. I was like, nice. And I exchanged my other one. I gave my 6 or whatever I had to them, and then got the 7 in it. Bang. And I went to see Kanye West. That's exactly how it went. I went to see Kanye West that day with the new phone. Took bare pictures with a new phone, thinking, getting gassed, going, the camera's so much better, isn't it? And then look at this camera. It's like,
yeah,
much better.
Yeah. No, you start taking pictures and you start getting all arty. Do you do that as well? You start trying to find art in things like coffees and bottles of Coca-Cola. And look at the condensation dripping down.
You didn't get that on the old one.
Nah, man. Nah. So you're gassed by the design. I mean, I did spy on your Twitter. You were like, I'm pretty much gonna. You're saying you pretty much cop the new watch and the watch that you can actually make calls off.
I know, the James Bond thing. I want to know how that works though. Do you have to? You're obviously gonna have to have a separate SIM card for your watch though, isn't it? So it means that you're going to be paying two. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be paying a bill for your phone and then a bill for your watch as well. Yeah.
They said it was an electric SIM card because they can't fit the full SIM card in. So it needs to be like an electric SIM card, an eSIM. I don't know how it's going to work. I feel like it's going to be a situation where you have the details of your SIM and you kind of download the details to your phone. And your phone does, and then to your phone or to your watch, and then your watch kind of start acting like your phone. I just want to know how far away I can be from my iPhone when I've got the watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I want to be like, yeah. I don't even want the phone to be in the immediate vicinity. I just want to be like putting my watch to my face like this, and then going, I'll have a pepperoni passion with garlic bread delivered to my address now. Thank you very much, Domino's. That's what I want, you know what I mean? Obviously, man, I ain't going to be talking to anyone else. Domino's thing, you get me? Actually, I'm more of a Papa John's man these days, you know what I mean? Papa John is killing
Papa Johnny's?
Oh my, Papa John is absolutely killing. I might get Papa John tonight, you know? I've been thinking about that. I might have to do little Papa John's sausage and pepperoni thing.
What clinches it for the Papa John for you? What does it for you?
It's just, I don't know. It's just flipping delicious, bruv. I can't answer it right now.
So it's the pizza itself. It's not like a condiment or something that gives it the zung for you.
I think it's the pizza. Like, you must use better quality ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the Pizza Hut round where I live, I got pissed off with them once. They delivered me a pizza and it had been like, it's like the delivery man had been shaking up the box. You know, when the pizza's not even flat in the box, it's like some of it's like turned upside down and shit. I'm like, bruv, what are you doing? Fucking hell. So like they were off the menu. Pizza Hut died, and then I was using Domino's, and then one time Domino's took too long to deliver my food, so I contested it with them and they denied it, and so they were dead to me. And I'm like, yo, Papa John's, I'll give you a chance. And then Papa John's is always delivering. My guy's like the milkman, you get me? The postman.
Wow.
Always delivering the ting. I'm not getting
really
free
about
Papa
that
John's.
life.
Yeah, by the way, if Papa John's want to start giving me some free shit, if they ever hear this, I'm down. I'm repping for you, John.
Big up Johnny. Shout out to Johnny, man, doing his job.
Like John.
Big up John inside.
I feel like the person that they use on the advertising isn't the real Papa John, though.
Could never be.
He looks too young. I feel like Papa John is a real old school Italian OG, Italian New York OG. I feel like the person that you see on advertising looks too young.
I reckon Papa John, it probably just never has existed. Does not exist.
What? That's blasphemy. How dare you?
I reckon it's all made up. I reckon he's about as real as Ronald McDonald. Yeah.
Ronald McDonald is a real dude, man. Next thing you'll tell me the Hamburger is not real. Oh my God.
Nick, we're going to have a little chat post-show, mate, because there's a lot to tell you, bruv. I'm just saying, innit? Next thing, bruv, I've got to talk to you about Nicki Minaj's bottom.
Oh my God. What? You're telling me Nicki Minaj's bum's not real?
Kim K's photographs, they're we're gonna have to talk about those.
They must be real, surely everything about Kim Kardashian's real.
Simon Cowell's flipping face.
The most real thing about Simon Cowell is how high he wears his trousers, bruv.
Yeah, he's a sort of guy that doesn't care. He's the sort of guy that doesn't care, man. Bruv, when you got money like that, you can wear your trousers that high. You got money like that. What's someone going to say to you? You're going to be like, bruv,
that's true.
I'm Simon Cowell. I'd rather be me with my high trousers. But so you're pretty much sold. The price of the phone, I'm going to blame this price everyone's complaining about for the iPhone X. Yeah. I'm going to put the blame on Samsung.
What do you mean?
Because their last two phones that they dropped, their price tag was way higher than everyone else was expecting. Way higher.
Yeah.
And I reckon by pushing up the cost, Apple went, oh, you want to be pricey now, yeah? You want to be fancy? Nah, we're going to be fancier. What do you think about that?
I have to agree, but the thing is, you have to look at you have to look at every phone release that's come out, Apple or Android, Apple or Samsung, I should say. Every single one that's come out, it's got progressively more expensive, and that's just what happens with new tech. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do agree that it jumped up quite a bit because for a few years it was like it was going up, you know, tight, like incrementally. It wasn't going up much, and then like I can't remember what iPhone it was. I think it might have been was it the 6? Was it the 6? All of a sudden it just went like bang. It went up by like, you know, 150 quid or something.
Matting.
Yeah. And now it's gone up
Matting.
again by like another 200 quid. Now, and we're looking at a bag now. We're looking at £1,000. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like, what's the next one going to be? 1,200 quid? Where's it going to stop?
Where would your limit be? Where would your limit really be, Nick?
I feel like my limit is now. You know what I mean? Like even spending £1,000 on a phone, especially because, you know, they're gonna bring out a new phone every year. Like, you know that's gonna happen, or at least every 18 months. You know, like, what are you expected to spend a bag each time? And the problem is, for me, the big problem is, which I feel like they need to address, and I know they won't because, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's consumerism and they want to make money. But like, they need to address the fact that when the new one comes out, your old one becomes worthless in terms of its value. It's like, it's second-hand value, you know, or its trading value is like fuck all. And I feel like that's bullshit because it's like you buy the iPhone 7. I can't even remember how much I paid for it. Was it 700 quid or something? I can't remember. Like, you buy the iPhone 7 for that amount of money, and then when you come to trade it in only a year later, a year's not that long, especially if you've got a pristine one, you know what I mean? You kept it in a case, blah, blah, blah. You come to trade it in a year later, and it's like they want to give you £100 for it. It's like, what? Like, what's all that about? You want to give me £100 for a phone that I spent 700 quid on just because the new one's come out? They need to sort that out because that's bollocks. It's like if you got a 7, I feel like you should be getting half the money off at 8. You know what I mean? Like something. It should be like that. But it's too tight. They would never do that.
Yeah. Would we? If we were sitting in the boardroom, me and you, what would we say?
But like, I get what you're saying, but it's not like Apple are short of cash, is it? You know what I mean?
Oh, they got more money than the president. They got more money than the president of the United States can chuck around. They've got more money. That's a madness. That's absolutely ridiculous. How? Like, what kind of conversations can you have? Can they like prank call the White House? Because they want to. Yeah. Can they do stuff like, hey, can I speak to the president? Donald Trump.
Just fucking tweet Donald Trump, man. Don't bother ringing him. Yeah.
They could troll. Oh, shut up, pussy. You're broke. You're broke, man.
But
anyway.
I mean, I don't know. What's Donald Trump worth? I mean, he can't be worth more than Apple. Surely not. Like,
it's worth a quick Google, because in case you haven't noticed, Nick Bright isn't actually in the studio with me. We are doing this over with the power of Apple. This is a FaceTime. And we're both by our laptops. I can hear Nick tapping away at his keyboard.
Sorry, man.
It's all right. Who is worth more? Apple or Donald Trump?
I'm in the process of like moving house as well, so it's all a bit long at the moment. Like,
what stage are you at?
You know, and it's like, well, I'm moving on Sunday, so it's like it's all a bit of a myth. You know, like when you've got like most of your shit is like packed up, but it's like you still need shit that you packed up. You didn't realize you were going to need it, and it's like all of that bullshit. So
yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So like, where are you going off to?
Literally the next road along from where I live now.
Okay.
I'm moving one road down, so like I'm pretty happy about it. Even though it makes no difference, because when I first found out I was moving, I was like, sick. We're moving one road along. That's going to be easy. Blah blah. But then I thought about it. I was like, hang on, you still got to rent a van to put like big shit in. Mm-hmm. So once you load the shit into the van, the length of the journey once you're in the van is irrelevant. So I'm like, in fact, it's more frustrating. It's more bullshit that I'm moving around the corner.
I think that's a lot of effort. You could be moving to like another part of London or the UK for pretty much the same amount of effort. I don't know why you've done it, Nick.
What, moving?
Yeah.
Because I'm moving from a flat to a house. So
what big man ting?
Get me,
big man ting.
Get me.
Flat to a house, yeah. Okay, now that makes sense. One thing that did gas me about the iPhone was the emojis that could read your face.
Yeah, that was.
Where it has the
sick.
facial scanner works. That got me. That genuinely got me because I'm gonna be as soon as I get that, I'm sending everyone a poo emoji.
Yeah,
I'm
the speaking one, innit?
Standard. Like, I don't know why they pretended that other emojis were going to be used, like the unicorn and stuff. Fuck no. The shit emoji, the poop, the pile of shit is going to be absolute. Yeah. It's going to become the most used emoji of all time. If it isn't already.
It definitely will, because like people will be doing like impressions of people they hate. They'll put the shit emoji on their face and they'll be like, "Hello, I'm Steve, and I'm a big pile of piece of shit." Like that's what they're gonna be. They're gonna be doing shit like that, innit? Sending it to your boys. Hey, Dad, I stink like this big cornfield piece of shit. Like, that's basically what you're gonna be doing.
Oh, I'm gonna be absolutely rinsing it, man. Rinsing it.
Will it work with things that haven't got a face on though? Or which sounds like a stupid thing to say, but the reason I ask is the aubergine emoji or eggplant, if you're from America, is often used to illustrate a penis. So could you somehow put a face on the penis emoji and use, because that would be amazing. That'd be getting used a lot.
I'm David. I'm a dickhead.
Yeah, I'm a great big massive purple cock. Used a lot, won't it? So,
I'd rinse it. I mean, I don't know what the most used emoji is at the moment, but I feel like that would be.
It's got to be the most used emoji. Absolutely has to be the crying laughter face.
The crying laughter face.
It has to be.
Followed by what? What would it be followed by?
Maybe one of the monkey ones. They have like hands over eyes. People like that one, don't they?
The thumbs up.
Thumbs up gets used a lot. Have you seen Emoji Movie?
No, I've not.
Is it? I went to see it. I took my niece and nephew to go and see it, and it's like basically it's about being the top emojis, and then like there's certain emojis that ain't popular anymore. Like, what's James Corden again? James Corden. Oh, he's the high five, I think. James Corden's the high five emoji, and he's no longer popular anymore because he's been replaced by the fist pump emoji.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's basically trying to like, he's going like, I want to be popular again. Like, so that's basically it, isn't it? Like, shit's mad, isn't it?
Bruv. Yeah. All right. Well, and I just think I've got to say before we move on from this iPhone X thing, and I'm going to keep calling it the X till I'm told not to, is I think I'm invested in it. Probably the stupidest thing is to say that I'm going to get a grand phone on the internet, but to be fair, it's an iPhone, innit? I'm not going to be the only one out there with one.
Yeah.
I doubt man are going to be hunting man for a phone that is probably ain't going to work as soon as they rob it. You get me? Plus, you got to get through my army of security that surround me at all times.
But yeah, that's true. The How to Kill an Hour bouncers that follow us everywhere. Because, screaming fans just, get mob time. But it's after they saw your Facebook profile picture, to be fair. That's why they're all women. But,
and then they try run up on me and they find out where I'm at, but they don't recognise this fat bro that's walking around that looks a little bit like
me. You look like the muscly guy in the picture, but camera trickery, mate. No, what it is for me is that this face recognition. You've obviously seen this being brandished about over the last week.
Yeah,
all dudes are going shit. Like when you're asleep, your girl's going to unlock your phone. Like, your eyes have to be open. Because I've seen loads of people saying, like, oh, your girl's going to be able to unlock your phone. She just point the phone at your face when you're asleep, blah, blah, blah. But surely if your eyes are closed, it won't work. I don't know. I haven't researched the tech enough to know yet, but surely...
Well, they said this.
Isn't that a massive security risk as well? Because, like, I don't know. Could it, like if somebody... I don't know, actually. Like, I'm just trying to think of mad scenarios. Like, say you fall asleep on the train, yeah? Like, say if you're on a long distance train, you're one of the ones that's got like a table. You fall asleep, your phone's on the table. Someone might pick up your phone when your like eyes are shut, and then just point it at your face when your eyes are shut. Bang! Unlock the phone. They're in.
Go get some food.
Do it
and go get some food straight up.
Bang!
And then go get some food on a little tap tap with your face. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they have to have sorted it out so your eyes have to be open.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I can't imagine it works any other way because, like, that's how, like, Snapchat filters and stuff in it. They need to read where your eyes are to put the filter on your face. So I imagine it's using the same tech.
But what if it doesn't? I mean, they said about on the keynote speech. They said like 1 in 50,000 people can just like pick up your phone, tap it with their fingerprint, and it might get in. And they said it's like 1 in a million can do it with their face.
Unless you're twins and you hate your twin brother or sister, and you just want to like raid their bank account, then by all means it will be fine.
That's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. There'll be
definitely gonna happen.
Siblings out there that are twins that hate each other. You know
exactly.
what I mean? And if it's face recognition, bang, they're in.
Yeah, and they say it works if you have glasses. It works if you have grow a beard or put on or lose some pounds.
Does it work when girls put bare makeup on? Because I'm talking about that.
I would love it. I'm sorry, you're wearing too much makeup.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're catfishing again. You're not.
Or you just get a fine. If I was running Apple, I'd fine you every time you picked up your phone, and you was wearing shit that didn't make you look like you. I'd fine you, catfishers, man and woman.
Fine.
Yeah, because I know there's some guys that are getting on this catfish game as well. Yeah, but I just don't appreciate it.
A lot of chicks been saying that about dudes with beards, though, innit? A lot of chicks been saying like guys growing beards, they look alright, they shave the beard, and it's like. Nah.
Of course. Type in Dan Bilzerian, who's like an international playboy.
Guy's the worst, man.
Type in Dan Bilzerian, no beard, Look at this friggin' Humpty Dumpty.
I want to see.
Dan Bilzerian, no beard. You know Dan Bilzerian, playboy guy.
Yeah, flies private jets around.
Flies private jets.
Private jet.
Has a lot of prostitutes around him, let's be honest. He doesn't lie about that. They're definitely not just his mates. And he looks like a guy. He
look without his beard. He looks like an insurance salesman. That's what my guy looks like. He looks like, "Hi, my name's Dan. I'm selling insurance today. Are you interested?" Like, what this guy looks like. But then with the beard, he's trying to look like some action man, bruv.
With the beard, he looks like with the beard, he looks like he's somebody that could be a real hero. He looks like.
Without the beard, I'm seeing a picture here of him without the beard. Yeah, I don't know if you watch Suits, or if anybody watches Suits out there. But there's a character called Lewis Litt, and in this picture he looks like Lewis Litt, bruv.
Let me type this in, Lewis Litt, and have a look.
He looks like Lewis Litt, bruv.
Oh shit! So if Lewis Litt grew a beard, he'd be a ting.
He looks like Lewis Litt when Lewis Litt's teeth is on display, though. So if you go on the Google images of when Lewis Litt's teeth is on display,
he looks like an Easter bunny.
That's what I'm saying. He's looking.
Shit!
And in the words of Lewis Litt, Dan Bilzerian, you just got lit the hell up.
You just got lit, bro.
That's like his catchphrase whenever he slews somebody in the legal world. He's like,
is that what he says?
You got lit the hell up.
What a G. That's what Apple is saying to us. They're looking at the pre-sales, or they'll be looking at the pre-sales of the 8.
I feel like I could walk into the court of law tomorrow and rep someone.
What was that?
I'm saying I've watched so many episodes of Suits, I feel like I could walk into the court of law tomorrow and rep someone.
Have you picked up the lingo properly, though?
Like subpoenas, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's pick up
subpoena,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Deposition, right. You get me?
So who would you sue? Deposition of character, is that right? I just put two words that don't make sense together.
A deposition is when you sit in a room with a camera on you and the lawyers ask you bare questions, basically.
Why don't they do that in a court? Because this is how you know I have
because they're trying to make a deal. A lot of the time they don't want it to go to court, innit? Like they're trying to make a deal before you go to court. So it's like you do a deposition and you try and like catch them out. And then if you catch them out, you go, look, we got this on you. It's on camera. We're willing to make a deal for this much dough. If not, we're taking your ass to court.
What? They just come with that money talk?
Yeah.
Straight away?
That's what it is, man. It's all about the dough, bruv. All about the Benjis.
Flipping hell. So, like, if you could sue somebody, who would be the first person that you'd sue with your new legal powers, Nick?
Who would be the first person I would sue? Well, I'm quite a nice person, I don't hate anybody at the moment. But the first person that I would sue would probably be Domino's Pizza for taking ages to bring me the pizza that time and then denying it when I spoke to the woman on the phone. And then I'd sue the Pizza Hut delivery driver for shaking up my pizza before he brought it. I was like, bruv, it's not a margarita.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
This shit, it was a margarita, cheese and tomato, you get me? But it weren't a margarita. It weren't shaken, not stirred.
So you got your pizza shaken and not stirred?
Yeah, it was the wrong type of margarita, bro.
Straight up disrespected.
Disrespecting. Out of order.
Who would I sue if I could sue anyone? I'd probably sue Gravity, bruv.
Gravity?
I'd sue Gravity because the other day, and anyone that knows me knows it's the fucking pet hate of mine, yeah? I woke up in the morning, yeah, and I'm not like on my best eating at the moment, but I woke up in the morning and I went for my weekend favourite, yeah, which at the moment it's not the most exciting food for breakfast, okay? My weekend breakfast meal is 2 slices of toast, yeah, with some butter on them, yeah, and some nice jam, yeah? Apricot jam or raspberry jam.
Yeah,
right?
I'm down with that.
I made 1 apricot, 1 raspberry, yeah?
Yeah.
Had my regular headphones in on my phone with tether, with the lead. Yeah, I didn't have my cordless Beats X on, and I turned around and somehow I don't even know how this happened. The knife hit where the headphones were hanging out from my ears. Somehow where my phone was in my pocket and the lead between my pocket and my ears connected with the knife, which then knocked the toast. And I tried to catch it and ended up turning the plate over. Everything hit the floor. The plate didn't smash, but both the fucking pieces of toast landed jam side down.
Of course they did. Everybody knows that's the universal rule of life when it comes to buttered toast.
I'm suing that then. I want to sue that universal rule of life. I want to know if it wants a, what's it called when they go in a room? A cosmopolitan.
A deposition.
A deposition. I want to deputize that. I want to deposize it. I want to deposit it, man. Bruv. That does it not? Do little things? Am I weird for getting frustrated about little things like that?
No, it's the little things that build up to create big things, man. Most divorces and relationships ended up breaking because little things become big things.
Mate, I will divorce Gravity if that happens, bruv. I will divorce Gravity. Disrespect. So we spoke about a lot of phoneage. I'm gonna be honest. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna get the new phone. And I'm probably going to get a watch as well. Because I've always said in the past, I'm not the biggest fan of smartwatches. But as soon as I can make a call on my watch and use it like a phone, I'm being got.
So Apple have got you now, finally. They must have heard the episode of How to Kill an Hour when you said that.
Yeah, and they were like, hey, we need to add this in because, Bronzy could be leaving us soon.
I think man like Tim Cook is locked in regularly. So,
boy, Cookie. What's up, Cookie boy?
Yeah, hold tight, T Cookie. What's going on?
What's up, man? TC? Well, go on. Yeah, man, and you're invested, aren't you, Nick?
I don't know how far I'm gonna go yet. Like, I know once the phone drops and it's out there, I'm gonna be like, really like, I want it. But on the flip side, I, for the first time in ages, I don't feel like I'm gonna get it when it comes out.
Oh wow!
I might wait a bit. It might be a 2018 situation for me.
Okay, all right, I respect that player.
Whereas normally I'm like, boom, man's got to have this as soon as it drops. Like I said last time I was on fucking holiday. Last time I was on holiday when the iPhone 7 came out. You know what I mean? And I still got it. Now I'm just like, whatever.
Okay. All right. Do you feel like there's not been enough of a jump?
It's not that. I just feel like it's so fucking expensive, bruv. And in the run up to Christmas, it ain't that time for me right now.
Okay. All right then. Well, I'll be having a case on my phone for Christmas and probably a can of beans because I won't have any money left.
No turkey for you, bruv. Straight beans and bread.
No turkey for... Oh, man. It's been good catching up with you, Nick. This has been How to Kill an Hour. Before we get out of there, I realise we've done this so arse-endedly backwards, but here's how we can test if you are really a dedicated listener or not. We've had a whole heap of shout-outs. Hello to MS Bria, who said, How to Kill an Hour, guys. Where the fuck are your episodes? Where have you been? Sorry, we've been creating great
episodes.
Listen, we've been creating a lot of YouTube content, putting up a brand new website. I'm just saying we've not been as regular recently, but this episode is going to be part of an onslaught of making up for all of the sheggeries that has happened. All right,
onslaught. Wow, okay,
onslaught. Yeah, I mean, in fact, we should save the next proper set of proper shouts for the next episode. But hello to Alexi Nuisance, who said, "What's up with the lack of shows, guys?
Wow,
what's going on?
People truly missing you and Funk.
Sassy. Mate, they got love for the How to Kill an Hour gang, man. They like the longer shows once a week is the general gist as well. So more lengthier conversations like this.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we spoke about a lot, so you're welcome.
Yeah, we did indeed. Nick, I got some bad news though.
What?
The live show audio. I don't know if I can get it.
What, you flopped it?
I don't know if it exists, bruv.
Well,
I think somebody might not have pressed record. Not me, for once. Somebody might not have pressed record.
Where was it? I didn't even know it was being recorded.
I asked if I could plug my recorder in, and somebody said, no, I've got that under control, but I think maybe we might have lost the recording for it.
Do you know what? It's a shame because, it was probably the best How to Kill an Hour episode ever, and if you weren't there, you will never know.
Just have to do another live show.
Yeah, we killed it with that live show, though. I'm not going to lie.
Bruv, that format's good, man. I had a conversation with that. There's a podcast crew there called Tag Me In.
Yeah.
A couple of guys. Really nice podcast, by the way, Nick. Tag Me In. And also, listener, go check it out. It's great. It's a podcast where these guys just talk about life experiences. But like how we're a bit like, well, we talk about tech money, but we're like a bit like,
yeah.
They have quite sincere, genuine conversations. It really draws you in. Like they talk about relationships, finance, life,
so
having a normal 9 to 5.
This is a bit more serious than us lot. We're just like, fucking birds and women and iPhones. God, I want to get the face recognition. Won't recognise the birds without the makeup on, will they?
Yeah, I'll give her some facial recognition.
Lads.
Wee. They're like, I don't feel like I'm really selling them up now, but I don't feel like they're like, laddie, or I don't feel like they're like serious. I feel like they're light-hearted. It's just a nice listen. Check it out. Tag me in.
All right.
Yeah, man. What can we see coming up from you, Nikolai? What we got coming up, Mr. NFL?
Obviously,
Mr. NFL, NWA, Mr. AK.
Obviously, man's just out here doing radio still. I'm still doing that. But the NFL video we film on a Monday and that drops on a Thursday. But like I said, it's not going to be on for 2 weeks. But if you're interested in any way in NFL and you live in the UK, because it's UK restricted for now. They've got it in Germany as well. There's a few territories that it's in. I think it's UK, Germany, Canada, Mexico. But if you're interested in NFL, go to nflchallenge.co.uk. That's the site, and you can pick your fantasy team. We're 2 weeks down now, though, so you'll be behind in points. But if you want to join in the fun, you can do that. And then next month, I'm actually going to be filming for Celebrity Mastermind. So yeah, that's hilarious in itself. So,
nice. Can you tell us? Are you allowed to tell us what your thing's going to be?
What my special subject? I can't. Do you know what? I can't, because at the moment, as things stand, I picked 2 and I couldn't have them because they've been done recently already. So
can you say what they are?
Well, one of them was the Arsenal Invincibles team when Arsenal went the whole season undefeated. And the other one was going to be WWF, the Attitude Era, which was like 97 to 2001.
Ooh.
They've both been done recently though, so I can't do them. So I've got to pick a new specialist subject, and I've got no fucking idea what my specialist subject's going to be. I don't know that much about like I'm really good at like general knowledge shit. Like if people ask me questions, like I can answer shit. But then it's like we narrow it down to like a thing. Like what's your thing? Like I don't know, like because I was thinking like Fast and Furious movies, yeah. But then I started doing some Fast and Furious movie quizzes online, and I'm like, this shit's too hard. I can't remember what car this person was driving in Fast and Furious 3. Like, I don't know that shit. Like, so I don't really know what I'm going to do because I don't want to go on TV and look dumb as fuck. So, yeah, I'm going to have to think over the next couple of days.
You got your work cut out, man, because I'm a bit like you. I'm a bit like general knowledge-y. Like, somebody, like, here's a sort of shit that I know, yeah? I was reading some book of shit that you don't know. It was basically called, and someone said, what's the leading cause of stomach ulcers? And they were like, I was like, bacteria. And they were like, is it A, stress, B, chili food, or C, bacteria? And I was like, it's bacteria. In fact, the scientist that discovered it, he actually proved the point by drinking some bacteria and getting some ulcers. It was like one of the biggest discoveries in science since penicillin. And then the person went, nah, bruv, how did you know that? You're reading the book. And then went on to read. It's like it was the biggest discovery since penicillin. And I'm like, but then you asked me something like, how do you get to the local Tesco's in an area that I've lived in for 20 plus years? And I can't answer the question, bro. You catch me on the wrong time and you ask me what day it is, Nick. I don't know what day it is, bro.
It's mad the way your brain works, isn't it? It's like the knowledge that you retain is like, You know, it's very weird. But that's
what kind of stupid are we then? Like, what kind of stupid am I then?
Like the thing is, there's clever people out there, but then there's street smart people, innit? That's how they kind of like break it down. So it's like,
man, really, smart in the streets.
You might be really academically clever, like you might have smashed it in your GCSEs or your exams or whatever, but then it's like certain people don't have no common sense. Unlike Jay Huss, you know what I mean? Man's got all of that out there. You get me? But like, yeah. But then there's other people like me, for example. I'm not very good academically, like, and I've always been like that. But you know, I still went to uni and got a degree and stuff. But like academically, I'm not as good as I am at, you know, picking stuff up in other ways. So it's just how your brain works, man. There's a whole thing about it. Like people learn in different ways, but like in the education system in most countries, it's discriminative against people that don't learn in an academic manner.
So basically, I've got academic skill sets, but not that good because I can pick up random shit.
What were you saying about us not being that deep on this podcast? Huh?
There we go.
That? Yeah, we're
tag me the fucking motherfucker. Yeah, tag me in, bro. Tag me in, bro.
I'm doing a mortgage application. No, not really.
Shit. All right, brother. It's good catching up with you, Nick. Please tell the listener where they can find you though online, please.
All the socials, man. Insta, Snapchat, Twitter at Nick Bright DJ. Simple as.
What are you enjoying at the moment? I'm enjoying you on Twitter at the moment. I think your Twitter's quite lit at the moment. Well, I'm not saying anything else isn't good, but your Twitter's pretty good.
My latest tweet, I feel like, is quite a good one. But I tweeted it at about 6:30, which isn't a great time to tweet because people are commuting. You know what I mean? You got to look into things like that. But I said, if I'm doing any kind of DIY, the second I put a pen behind my ear, I feel like my skill set goes up 10,000 times.
Don't know. Fact.
Trust me, you put the pen behind the ear and you start feeling like you're an electrician. You put it behind the ear and you're like, I can wire up that plug. Easy.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Never done it before, but...
Fact. It's one of those things that makes you feel manly instantaneously. Do you know what?
Doing any DIYs like that. I put a TV up in my bedroom. When I put the TV up, I stepped back and marvelled at it. I looked at it and I was like, that right there is fucking British engineering at its finest.
Done though.
You just feel like a man, don't you? Especially when you work in jobs like us, where it's like, you know,
not manly, really.
Yeah, we ain't doing like heavy lifting and shit. We're not like, you know. That's why I respect people that, you know, like bricklayers and fucking electricians. Anyone that's like trade jobs where it's like that's real graft, mate. I can't do that shit. I'm too much of a wimp. I'll admit that now.
People that look at us are like, I asked you what you do, like what's your job, but that's not really a job. You just you play music and talk and you do podcasting and presenting. Nah, that's not a real job. And then you're like, oh, okay, well that's a bit awkward. But I'll tell you what makes you feel one of the things that makes me feel super manly, Nick. That is, definitely, 100%.
Good.
Is when you pull the cord to start a motor.
Yeah, that's a manly thing right there.
Even though I did it on my dad's strimmer the other day, it was just a strimmer that I did it on. I still felt like I felt like it was like a mad chainsaw.
Another manly thing is, right, I've got another one for you. Doing anything to your car. Anything.
Yes.
If you've got the bonnet open, even if you're just putting water in the you know, the windscreen wiper thing.
Yeah.
Even just putting water in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, this guy knows.
Yes.
This guy knows what he's doing. Like, he's manly.
Yeah. Standard. 100%.
Trust me.
And make you right. I have just joined the No Car Gang. Just sold my car though.
Oh, what? You sold the smart car.
Sold the Smarty. I can say what it is now, innit? I sold the Smarty, the Brabus smart car, the black Brabus.
That must be hard for you because you literally fucking drive everywhere. Anytime we do anything in central London, it's like we're meeting somewhere and the Marcus is like, yeah, I'm running late. I can't find a parking space. I'm like, bruv, you're in central London.
I've got to get a new Oyster card now, ain't I?
Why did you shop the car?
Getting older now, innit? Time to get a new one.
Oh, so you want to
I'm not going to sell this forever.
That's what I mean. You're selling it to buy a new one. Is what I'm asking.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I thought I'd take my time with it though. I don't feel like I'm going to jump straight into it. But in a month's time, when it's getting a little bit colder, I may have to just jump into something.
Yeah, I was going to say.
when I get hit with that first, what I've not had for years is I've not had the walk home in the rain where you get absolutely smashed by bad weather and you come home and you're just angry. I've not had that because I've been safe in the smart car. Rude boy Brabus. Zinging around town, parking in places you can even get half your whip in casually.
Doing that little sideways parking thing that you see some smug smart car users doing.
Dunno. Especially in central London when you're on one of the few wide roads that allow you to park on them like that. You got to park like that. It's standard. And then you see other people looking at you like, look at you, dickhead. And I'm like, yeah, but you're using your legs and I'm not. And there you go. Standard. But, yeah, man. So, I've got to see what happens with the new whips. I mean, I feel like I said, as soon as it gets a couple degrees colder on average, I don't think I'm going to be all relaxed and calm about not having a whip.
I don't blame you.
But we'll see. I got good peas for it as well.
Okay.
Listen, if you a bit of knowledge for you. If you get a fancy car, not all fancy cars, but if you get a fancier version of your car, it can sometimes hold a great deal of value. Like my car didn't devalue as much as a regular smart would have, and it was probably like the little bit of extra money that I spent when I got it. I think like it paid dividends because getting rid of it, I actually got a very reasonable price for, because it's one of the few cars that are left that are like that in the UK.
Bang! Look at that! It's car advice with Marcus.
Yeah, but I feel like this has been a top 10 episode, Nick. 10 out of 10. We've given it all today.
We've absolutely killed it.
Car advice, man advice, advice about other podcasts, NFL advice. Bruv, come on, man. Chat to us.
Trust me. We're going to be starting the brand new Auto Trader podcast next week.
That's it. Yeah. If you need your windscreen washer fluid changed, come to us. Right?
Looking all manly and shit under the bonnet.
That's right, man. Well, yeah, if you need that, if you need a new light bulb fitted, come to us. We got you. Yeah. Anything mechanical, don't come to us. We ain't got you. But anyway, Nick, I'll let you carry on with your DIY business, bruv. And,
I'm about to order a Papa John's, remember. That's what's about to go down. Literally.
I might have to do it as well. I might have to get that butter sauce, the garlic butter.
Yeah, the garlic butter is the one.
Yeah, man. All right, bruv. Well, I'm going to upload this pod. All right,
Sick.
bruv. Have a good one. Plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Thank you for killing some time with I, Marcus Bronzy.
And me, Nicholas Bright.
Nick Bright.